What's up guys, and welcome to a new episode of the eCom and Google Ads Q&A, where you ask me questions about Google Ads, e-commerce in general, and I answer them in a video like this. Now actually I uploaded a video yesterday already, but I realized that it actually didn't have any sound. Now I was really in a hurry. I just uploaded the video, and normally everything works fine, especially since I recorded it with this mic here and not on my other video recording spot. But then I realized after a few minutes that it actually had no sound. So to those of you the 30, 40, 50 people who watched the video and realized there is no sound, now here is the actual real video. And yeah, sorry for that stupid mistake. Hope that you didn't watch too much of it, expecting that some sound will come out later on or so. So yeah, this being said, the eCom Q&A, you can ask me questions, and today I want to answer two main questions. I want to answer two, so there are not many different smaller questions as normal. This time I want to focus on two main questions, but I think they are really interesting, and probably also for many of you they are relatable and they might be helpful and interesting for you as well. So the first question here is from Shaw, and he's asking, "Hi Marco, hope you're doing great. Do you think it is a good idea to create and test one-product stores with Google Ads? Do you think one-product stores work with Google Ads, and don't you think that it's possible that Google may never even show the product to people, that even though it's getting quite a lot of searches? I can test 5 one-product stores each month using ClickFunnels and Google Ads and Facebook retargeting. Let me know." Well, Shaw, Google Ads can work absolutely perfect with one-product stores. It's one of my most favorite things. The brand we're currently building will start as a one-product store as well. One product, maybe in 2 or 3 variants, but it will be one product. And we will also make use of Google Ads among several other traffic sources. And I can tell that based on past experience with my own stores, with a ton of coaching clients and students, these can work extremely well. For example, I had one client where we were building a whole lot of individual funnels, just as what you planned, right? So I had a client, and in total he had a pretty good team, and we had over 100 individual one-product stores or one-product funnels. They were all on the same domain, but the look was different. There were 100 separate landing pages basically, and we were selling these products all the way from $30 to $120 or something. And this was a pretty successful thing. Now, of course, not all of them worked out, but because we had such dedicated landing pages with specific testimonials and videos about that product and copywriting specifically tailored to these people that are looking to buy this product, this can be very, very, very powerful. Now, of course, when you do that, you have to keep in mind that one-product stores, especially with Google Ads, they don't work with everything. So what are a few typical niches or categories that don't work with that model? Well, first of all, of course, fashion, right? Everything related to fashion is just I would almost say impossible to do, because who goes to a page where there is one pair of jeans and nothing else and you buy it, right? When you buy fashion or other products, you want some sort of selection before you make a purchase decision. So these are things that don't work, and there are many others, like accessories may not really work that well, and there are other niches where furniture is another example, where people want some selection. They want to browse through your store, they want to compare things, and if they see you just have one thing, it's not really work out, especially because you cannot really make or do great copywriting and videos and everything around just one simple clothing item. However, there are many, many niches and products where this works perfectly fine. Like gadgets is a big one, toys of any kind, pet products, gadgets, whether it's for, I mentioned that, but kitchen gadgets, or there are so many examples of products that solve a specific need, that solve a specific problem. And there you can make a whole funnel built around that need or problem, and you can present that product as the solution. So this makes a lot of sense, because then people don't need a lot of different options, right? If you sell them a kitchen gadget that saves them 30 minutes a day, they don't need 20 products to choose from. You present this as the solution that they need, and then they may be just all about buying it. And if you do great copywriting, if you have a good video and everything, then this can work extremely well. So I can definitely say that it's possible. Of course, you have to pay attention to the search volume. So if your product has just 1,000 searches a month and you sell just this one product, chances are that this whole funnel that this whole store, this whole business doesn't really make too much sense. It is very hard to give an estimate here what you need, because of course searches are only for, search volume is only given for the keyword itself and its close variants. So you have to check multiple keywords and see how the volume adds up. It depends on the price point. If you sell a $300 product, you need less traffic than with a $20 product. But in general, when you have a one product store, I tend to look for at least 5,000, if not 10,000 monthly searches plus. And then things can definitely work out if you really put in the work in the marketing. And it's something that I do and did with a lot of coaching students already. So on an ongoing coaching where I'm really focusing on niche store or even one product stores, building the perfect marketing strategy around that. And there have been some major successes in like kind of branding your own one product store in that manner. And if you want to check that out, of course, feel free to book a free clarity call with me or my team. Maybe there is also some way that I could help you or those that are watching with that as well, and like show you how to do that for your business and actually work on one of these one product stores together with you. So I hope that answered your question. I hope that's clear now. I would really say go for it and try it out, because it can work really well. The second question is from Bojan Pavlovic. I hope I pronounced that right. And he says, hi, great video. And I'm having several questions for dropshipping in country where you're not living, I assume, and you want to sell high ticket items. Number one, how you solve your customs expenses. You dropship in US, UK, or Australia. I was always focusing on Europe to this day. So I was doing some testing in the US and stuff, and I know that most people do that. For me, Europe was always fine. And also our current e-commerce brand that I mentioned in the beginning that we are building will focus on Europe first. Now I see why US, UK makes a lot of sense, especially if you don't live in like a big area like the EU, where it's relatively easy to sell in this big region. But if in general, custom expenses depends on how you actually ship it. So there are businesses in China, for example, that ship products to the US, to your customer's door, and they handle everything for you. So they handle custom, they do all the payments, and customers just receive the product and it's fine. But you really have to pay attention to how this is structured. So if that's not the case, your customer may end up paying the custom for you, and this of course can cause some really big trouble. So make sure upfront how your shipment is basically dealt with. And then number two, how solve warehouse space and cost. Well, if you're dropshipping, I assume that's actually what you want to do. Then you don't need that, obviously. You have a manufacturer or a wholesaler who sends the product right from his warehouse to your customer. If you want to do it, like if you want to stock your own products, of course, then you have to get one. Like I can recommend Amazon FBA. They're actually doing quite good, even if you don't sell on Amazon, so you can still use them as a warehouse. We did so for sure in the past. But I recommend that you start with dropshipping if that's possible in your case. Number three is how solve shipping from warehouse to customers. Well, same here, depends on how you structure it. Maybe you just dropship. And number four is how solve returns, cancel order for high ticket in US, UK, and Australia if you're not manufacturing this product, but you buying this on Alibaba. That's a really tough topic, because refunds and chargebacks and anything like that are super tough, because you cannot just send the product back to China, right? It doesn't work. They may tell you, hey, send the product back to us and we give you a refund, but it's just not economical for you to send it back and pay for shipping, and you get the refund, but you paid like $50 in shipping it back to China or something. So here it's really tough. And what I can say is, if you source it locally, refunds will definitely go down, because chances are your product quality is higher, your shipping times are lower, so that's something worth considering. But if you do it from China, I would pay attention to two things. And the first one is that you really filter your suppliers. So only use those where you feel like they have great quality because they have good repetition on AliExpress. Maybe you can even order a sample first, which is what I always recommend if you don't stock too many products. Buy a sample, see how the whole process goes. This will definitely help. And also, number two is that if you are actually buying from China, make sure that you're not going too much into high ticket, because I really like high ticket. I recommend to many people to try it out. But if you do it all from China, and let's say you sell some piece of furniture for $800 and you buy it for $400, well, if you really get the refund, you just paid $400 plus maybe shipping, and you're not able to give it back to your supplier or anything like that. So this may be a huge problem. And therefore, if you want to really stick to China dropshipping and not local sourcing, then you might want to set yourself like a maximum price that you want to go with, because beyond that, people will pay more attention to quality, and as I said, it can get quite expensive if you have to cover your own expenses and you then get a chargeback or a refund request. So really pay attention to that, especially if you sell like big bulky items, furniture, and all these kind of things. But I hope that these answers basically that they answer your questions basically. So looking forward to hear back from you. Maybe just comment below this video if that's done it for you. Else, just let me know. Maybe just post another question. So yeah, as I said, these were just 2 people with some really in-depth questions. Therefore, it was just these 2 that I answer here today. If you have any questions about e-commerce, dropshipping, Google Ads, or marketing strategy for e-commerce in general, put it down in the comments and I will pick some of your questions in the next episode. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel to not miss out on any of them. And of course, also like this video if you got some value out of it, as always. And else, thanks for watching. Make sure that you check out my free clarity call to find out whether there is some way that we can work together so that I can help you set up your store in a way that this framework can be used, where you get targeted sales, targeted customers to your specific niche. And that has been proven over and over again. So make sure to check that out. It's currently still free, a call with me or my team, and we can talk about your issues and how we can scale your business to the next level together. Don't worry, it's not a course or something like that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next video again. So make sure to subscribe. And until then, wish you all the best with you and your business. Bye-bye.